It's time for business news with Richard Southern. These are profitable days for most Canadian grocers, and that's not sitting well with many, Richard.
Hey, Erica, good to see you. No, it's not. Of course, a lot of blame being placed, rightly or wrongly, on the grocery chains amid the surging food prices, packs of chicken breast for $40 and all this sort of stuff. Now, though, maybe we're about to see some progress on this, some positive progress. Canada is one step closer to creating a grocery code of conduct. So negotiators from the grocery chains, from the food industry, from the government, they're putting the final touches on this, reportedly. It's designed to enhance transparency and fairness in the grocery biz. Experts say it could put the reins a bit on the grocery chains, who for years have been accused of bullying food producers into paying hefty fees to put their products on store shelves. The government now working on creating a governing body to oversee the rules for this code of conduct. And it's something we've seen elsewhere in the world. Australia and the United Kingdom, they have similar codes in place. So good to see, Erica, that the powers that be are working on trying to do something amid these surging prices that we may have seen this weekend when we were doing our grocery shopping.
And while grocery costs keep soaring, the housing market continues to cool.
It does, and if you were hoping for like a housing revival this year, you may have to wait a bit longer, like maybe another 12 months or so. We heard today from the Canadian Real Estate Association. It says it expects home sales to edge down again this year, but by less than 1%, so not too much. But prices, it says, will likely fall 6% this year over 2022 levels. You're going to have to wait until next year for that real estate recovery, predicts the Canadian Real Estate Association. It's predicting that home sales will jump a little bit more than 10% in 2024, with prices rising 3.5%. Of course, higher borrowing costs have really crimped the housing market, and that situation is expected to get worse, Erica, before it gets better. The Bank of Canada widely expected to hike interest rates again when it meets later this month.
All right, and finally, we're just a couple weeks into 2023, but could this be the year that Bitcoin makes a big comeback, Richard?
Yeah, people who are holding Bitcoin are hoping for that to be the case because the price of Bitcoin was down like 60% last year. 2022 was a disastrous year for cryptocurrency. 2023 starting off a lot better, though. Bitcoin is up 26% this month. Right now, trading above 21,000 US dollars. Still, it's a far cry from the 68,000 it was trading at its peak in November of 2021. But many now speculating on perhaps, this bear market for crypto. Maybe it's a thing of the past. Analysts say a number of factors are behind crypto's New Year's revival, including increased profitability of interest rates being lowered, as well as purchases by large buyers known as whales. Crypto, of course, still a risky bet. You still can't really buy anything with it, Erica, but a lot of the big banks and the big institutions, they are heavily involved in this, so could go any which way, Erica.
Interesting.